Okay, so I'm Police Master Sergeant Roy Estremera Estillero. So, graduate po ako ng Good evening, Doctor of Philosophy in Criminology sa Philippine College of Criminology last year, August 2023. I'm also a graduate of Law or Juris Doctor in Manila Law College. So, same institution of the Philippine College of Criminology. Assignment designations ko po being 14 years in the police service. Presently, I'm assigned as criminal investigator at Criminal Investigation Detection Unit, Quezon City Police District. Galing ko lang ng duty kanina, outgoing po. At, excuse me, at marami pa pong iba na designations. Training schooling, kakatapos ko lang po sa Basic Explosive Ordnance Disposal course ko, yung pang EOD na schooling. Graduate po ako last August 26. So, parang mga 2 weeks pa lang. So, graduate din po ako ng investigation course, police detective course, intelligence course, PNP Scout sa PNP. Crime mapping po, sir ma'am, crime mapping. So, nag-ready lang ako ng 30 questions po, tapos 12 questions po sa sa location tsaka sa map. Napolgom po, yes po, Napolgom PNP entrance exam po. So, naririnig po ba ako, sir ma'am? Loud and clear po ba? Ayan, thank you po. So, teaching experience ngayon po, faculty po ako sa New Era University at marami pa pong iba sa PCCR, nagturo din po ako dyan. Okay, loud and clear naman, no? So, yung dalawa, baka yung isa, Gregor, Sir Gregor, no? Baka sa ano niya po, sa laptop, sa cellphone, or sa internet. Okay, government examination, I'm a registered criminologist and licensed professional teacher. Also, a Napolcom PNP entrance exam passer, PO exam passer, and senior police officer passer. Okay, nung December 2020, nahiram po ako bilang outstanding criminologist of the year, no, ng PICAP, Professional Criminology Association of the Philippines. Then 2021 nakapasok po ako sa Metrobank Foundation Outstanding Filipinos Award second round qualifiers. Then 2021 nanalo po ako in Excellence in the Line of Duty for Operations ng GCI Manila, kung saan yan nakatanggap ako ng malaking cheque na nagkakalaga ng 30,000. At marami pa pong iba, sir ma'am. Okay, so multiple choice tayo, sir ma'am. Nag-ready lang ako dito ng 13 questions sa mapping. Okay, nakikita na po ba ang screen, sir ma'am? Okay, sabi thank you, Sir Taronya sa Bilyaba. Okay, sabi ni isa, kala niya raw CLE, Criminologist Licensure Examination, although may crime mapping din siya, no? Yung LEA 4. Okay, so question number 1. Saglit lang to, sir ma'am. Baka 2 oras nga lang, 11, tapos na tayo. Number 1, it is the illustration of the distribution by crime of the crime incidents in the area of responsibility. Area of responsibility, yan yung iyong, halimbawa, police station mo. No, yan yung area of responsibility mo. Halimbawa, naka-assign ka sa, yung dati ko, Kamuning Police Station 10. Yan. Yan yung AOR mo. Daming mali ah. Hindi po alpha sagot dyan. It is the illustration of the distribution of time of the crime. Time of the crime in the area of responsibility of a police unit for a particular period. So dito nangyayari, halimbawa, ayun no, yung keyword natin, time of the crime. Andiyan na yung oras, no? Time of the crime. Halimbawa, tuwing alas 2 ng madaling araw, laging may no-hold up dito sa may GMA 7. Yan, nung investigator ako sa Station 10, ganun. Tuwing 3 beses ako nagkaroon ng ganung kaso. Tuwing alas 2 ng madaling araw, may nakamotor na nangablot ng bag. Yan. So it is the illustration of the distribution of time of crime incidents in the area of responsibility of a unit or of a police unit for a particular period. So tingnan ko yung mga sagot nyo, sir, ma'am. Okay. Very good. The correct answer po is crime clock, Delta. Crime clock. No? So hindi ko na po ipapaliwanag yung crime hotspot, crime trend, at crime map kasi nandito na po yan. No? Kasama po yan sa sasagutan natin. So again, no, it is the illustration of the distribution of time of the crime incidents. Anong oras nangyayari yung krimen? Halimbawa, anong oras nangyayari lagi yung holdapan sa lugar na to? Kasi doon mo mahuhuli yan eh. Na ito palang mga holdupper na to tuwing ganitong oras, ganitong madaling araw, ganitong oras ng hold up. O, di abangan mo na siya. Halimbawa, alas 2. O, di alas 10 pa lang, nandun ka na sa AOR. Magsibilang clothes ka lang muna. No? Para hindi verify na pulis ka. Crime clock. Number 2. Okay, the crime clock represents the annual ratio of a crime to fixed time intervals. Ano yan? Anong definition ng crime clock? Ang crime clock daw, nag-represent siya ng annual ratio ng crime to fixed time intervals. A violent crime was committed every 26.3 seconds. So, a murder occurred every 35.5 minutes and a rape every 4.2 minutes. So, kunwari lang to a robbery every 1.6 minutes and aggravated assault every 41.3 seconds. No, diyan mo rin malalaman yun nga na pag katulad nga ako, alas 2 na madaling araw, laging may nang inahablutan ng bag, robbery snatching diyan sa baba ng GMA 7. Anong oras? Alas 2 ng madaling araw. Yan. Okay, number 2. It is the significant change in the nature of selected crime types within a defined geographical area and time period. No? So, number 2, it is the significant change in the nature of selected crime types within a defined geographical area and time and period. A, crime hotspot. B, crime trend. C, crime map. And C, crime block. Sige, siyempre, hindi na kasama yung crime block dyan. Kakasagot lang sa number 1. May nakita ako, may sumagot agad nung tamang sagot. Binigay niya agad, no? Siya yung unang-una. Okay, very good, sir. The correct answer dyan, sir, ma'am, is crime trend. Crime trend. At anong example ng crime trend? Yan, crime trend example. Murder and gun violence appear to be declining. Crime trend. It is a significant change, pagbabago in the nature of selected crime types within defined geographical area and time period. Sample niyan, sir, ma'am, sa station, bawa, Station 10, Kamuning, may 10 barangay. Anong barangay yung pinakamagulo? Barangay South Triangle. Anong krimen ang madalas nangyayari sa South Triangle? Drugs, no? Bentahan ng droga. Tapos bumaba yun. Siyempre, nagpakalat ka ng mga pulis mo dun para hulihin yung mga nagbebenta ng illegal drugs. No? O, nahuli na, nakulong, nawala sila, bumaba yung krimen. Wala na nagbebenta, nakakulong na eh. O, crime trend. Example, murder and gun violence appear, nawala na, or to be declining. Kumunti siya, bumaba siya. Okay, crime trend. It is a significant change in the nature of selected crime types. Ito yung pagbabago, no, change in the nature of selected crime types. Crime trend. Okay, sabi ko nga, crime hotspot, tsaka yung crime map, hindi ko na i-define, no? Kasi meron naman dito. Okay, Napolcom po ito, Napolcom. Tama si Sir Ray J. Boy. Ang crime mapping, ano yung crime mapping? Although meron na rin sa baba dyan. So, used to analyze the law enforcement agency to map, visualize, and analyze crime incident pattern. So, advice ko sa inyo, sabayin yan. Sabayin yung kunin. Criminology board exam tsaka Napolcom. Yes, sisend ko po. No problem, no problem po. Lahat naman sinisend ko at yung mga turo ko sa PowerPoint, sisend ko po. Okay, so ano yung crime mapping? So ginagamit ito para ma-analyze ng isang law enforcement agency, no? Like ma-visualize at ma-analyze yung crime trend patterns. Crime hotspots, crime hotspot. Ito yung area kung saan mataas yung no, crime intensity. Halimbawa sa amin sa Station 10 dati, 10 barangay. Ano yung crime hotspot diyan? Anong barangay diyan ang mataas ang krimen? Barangay South Triangle. Meron kasing squatteran diyan. Actually, yung Barangay South Triangle, sakop niya yung GMA 7. Kaso may lugar diyan na GMA 7, ano, yung ABS-CBN, Mother Ignacia. Kaso may lugar diyan na squatteran, no? Kaya magulo. Pag naubusan ka po ng slot, lipat ka po ng ibang region. Ako po yung SPO yung SPO exam ko, Manila po ako. Na-closean ako ng Pampanga 2015. Na-closean ako ng Region 4 sa Baguio po ako nag-exam. Sa Baguio. Worth it naman po kasi pumasa ako. Advice na sa akin taga Napol ko. Sabi, sir, sabi, kung sir kunin mo na yan, mali mo, pumasa ka, pumasa nga. Pumasa naman din ako talaga. Ang walk-in, hindi ko po masasabi. Depende po yan sa Napolcom. Minsan naglalabas po sila ng ano po, ng memo na pwede po mag-walk-in. Pero yung last po na Napolcom exam, wala po yatang walk-in. Pwede school ID, pwede na siguro yan kung wala ka pa pong ano, hindi ka ba, wala ka bang driver's license or ano, Comelec ID or national ID. Siguro kung wala lahat, pwede na yan. Or kuha ka ng ano, NBI clearance mo. Kuha ka ng NBI clearance, 150 lang naman yan, di ba? Para sure ball, para hindi sayang pagod mo. NBI clearance po, bago ko pa pumunta sa Napolcom, kuha ko po. Pero i-grant naman siguro nila yan, mabait naman yan taga Napolcom. Okay. Number 3, it is a geographical analysis usually made using electronic or manual pin maps of reported crime events over a certain period. Anong sagot natin dito, sir, ma'am? So it is a geographical analysis of usual made using electronic and manual pin maps of reported crime events of over a certain period. Lang po ah. Okay, the correct answer is okay. Very good. Letter A, alpha, no? Crime hotspot. Crime hotspot. Kumbaga ang sample ng crime hotspot, ito, kuha akong picture. Nandun yung salitang hotspot, no? Nandun yung salitang hotspot. Katulad kami, Station 10, no? 10 barangay yung sakop ng Station 10. Anong barangay diyan? Anong barangay diyan ang madalas mangyari ang krimen, no? Barangay South Triangle. Halimbawa, yun siya, yung kulay pula. 'Di ba? Sa isang istasyon, sa isang AOR, hindi lahat diyan magulo. May lugar diyan na tahimik, QAP, quiet and peaceful. May lugar din diyan na magulo, no? Puro krimen, puro kaso. So mararamdaman mo naman yan lalo pag diyan ka naka-assign eh. Lahat ng pumapasok na krimen, pag tinanong mo sa nakatira yung tao, yung biktima, kasi sinasabi yung barangay na yon. Oh, red daw, sabi ni Sir Jonathan. Okay, so again, no? It is a geographical analysis usually made using electronic and manual pin maps. Yan, manual pin maps. So kulay pula yung pin maps niya, no? Reported crime events over a certain period. So crime hotspot are the area of high crime intensity. So, para malaman mo sa istasyon mo kung anong lugar ang mataas, no? Ang krimen, no? Crime hotspots. Okay? Number 4. Geographical representation of surface of area of responsibility of a police station drawn on a plane. So naulit yung tanong pero iba yung questions, no? Okay, thank you. So geographical representation of surface of an area responsibility of the police station drawn on a plane. So it is crime map, no? Crime map. Charlie. Okay, so crime hotspot na top na sagot na natin, crime trend, crime clock. Number 5. 30 questions lang to, sir, ma'am. After nito, 12 questions sa about location, no, about map. Yan. So for the total of 42 questions lang to lahat. Number 5. Accurate data is a key to a good and reliable data to conduct techniques that are evidence-based para makapag-develop tayo ng ano. Accurate data is a good accurate data is a key to a good and reliable data. Yung accurate na data raw, yan ang susi para sa maganda at reliable na data, no? Para makapag-conduct tayo ng mga technique at mga evidence-based at makapag-develop tayo ng ano, success, police, crime, or diagnosis. So the correct answer is Delta, no? Diagnosis. Number 5, diagnosis. So another definition ng diagnosis, data being correct and free from errors and reliability. Data being consistent. Again, ano yung diagnosis? So ito yung data, no, na tama at free from errors at reliable yan, totoo yan, at consistent yan, no, diagnosis. Okay, yung question natin, accurate data is a key to a good reliable data to conduct techniques that are evidence-based to develop diagnosis. Okay, number 6. Systematic analysis for identifying and analyzing densities. Anong tawag natin dyan, sir, ma'am? Yung systematic na pag-analyze at pag-identify, no, ng densities. Anong tawag natin? Crime analysis. B, crime map. C, crime trend. And D, crime clock. So, ang dami niya pala, 173, no? Shout out sa inyo lahat, sir, ma'am. Thank you sa pag-aantay. Check ko mga sagot nyo. Okay, very good, no? Lahat, alpha. Okay, systematic analysis for identifying and analyzing densities. Okay, the correct answer is crime analysis. Crime analysis. Example of crime analysis, ano? Example ng crime map, natakal na naman natin, crime trend, crime clock, nasabi na naman kanina sa taas yan. So, example ng crime analysis ay ano? Yan, providing economic, geographic, and law enforcement information to police management and the analytical process of interpreting the specific features of crime and related crime scenes. Okay, sample ng crime analysis. Ito yung pagpo-provide natin ng economic at geographic na law enforcement information to police management. Ito rin yung analytical process of interpreting the specific features of crime and related crime scenes. Crime analysis. Okay, ano yung systematic analysis for identifying, analyzing densities? Crime analysis. Okay? Number 7. Cluster of criminal incidents. Areas that high crime intensity. No? These are usually visualized using map. So, although nasagot na, meron na yan kanina, pero different questions. So, cluster of criminal incident, area kung saan yung krimen, no? High crime intensity. These are usually visualized using map. Okay, very good. So, lahat tama, nakasagot ng tama. The correct answer is crime hotspot. Crime hotspot. Although, meron na yan kanina, pero iba naman po yung questions. Malay natin, di ba? Dalawa yung questions. Ito yung matanong, hindi yung isa kanina. So, cluster of criminal incident, areas that high crime incident, no? Crime hotspot. Okay, crime trend, crime map, crime clock. Na-discuss na rin po kanina sa taas. Okay, number 8. Collect the weekly blank from the city and municipal police station. So, ano yung kunikolekta lingguhan? Sa isang city police station, city or municipal police station. Makati City Police Station, Pasig City Police Station, Pateros Municipal Police Station. Statistics ba yan? Crime ba yan? Crime mapping ba yan? O crime statistics? No, the correct answer is, ito po mga sagot nyo. Okay, very good. Lahat, Delta. No? So, crime statistics. Crime statistics. So, collect the weekly crime statistics from the city and municipal police stations. Okay? Another definition ng crime statistics. Is a detailed information that pinpoints. No, crime statistics is a detailed information that pinpoints the types and location of the crime problem of the jurisdiction or organization. So, crime statistics, a detailed information na pinipinpoint niya yung location ng crime problem, no, sa isang jurisdiction or sa isang organization. Collect the weekly crime statistics from the city and municipal police stations. Okay, number 9. Situation-driven operations. No, situation-driven operation 4, no? Dalawa yan eh. So dalawang yung isa intel-driven operations. Situation-driven operations, effort is directed towards achieving a particular result. Result, no? So situation-driven operations, kung saan dito yung effort dito ang gusto ma-achieve yung particular result. Result, no? Result. Objective or specific target with a general goal. Okay, check ko yung mga sagot nyo, sir, ma'am. Hindi siya offline, no? Hindi siya offline. Dami sumagot ng alpha. Puro offline yung sagot nyo. Ang offline, ito na. Lagay ko na yung meaning ng OPLAN, no? OPLAN is operational plan. OPLAN is a complete and detailed plan for conducting joint military operations. No, operational plan or OPLAN is a complete and detailed plan for conducting joint military operations. Okay, very good. Nagpalit sila ng sagot lahat. Bravo. Bravo. No? Oplan lambat. Oplan lambat. Meron pang lambat si Bat eh. No? Pero meron tayong definition yun. Iba yun. Ito, Oplan N. Oplan lambat si Bat. So, ang definition ng Oplan lambat si Bat is a deliberate programmatic and sustained approach taken by the Philippine National Police to combat criminality nationwide. Oplan lambat si Bat is a deliberate programmatic and sustained approach taken by the PNP to combat criminality nationwide. So while ang Oplan Lambat naman, situation-driven operations kung saan effort is directed towards achieving a particular result. So dito sa Oplan Lambat, isang uri siya ng situation-driven operations kung saan yung effort is directed toward sa pag-achieve lang ng isang particular result. No? Result ako ng result. Summer kasi, no? Init eh. Objectives are specific target with, pag sinabi mong particular result, yan, objectives are specific target with a general goal. So again, sa ano po, sa Oplan Lambat, dito achieving a particular result. Pag sinabi mong particular result, o yan, objective or specific target with a general goal. Okay, the correct answer is Oplan Lambat. Ang definition ng Oplan, ito. Ang Oplan or operational plan is a complete and detailed plan for conducting joint military operations. Ang definition naman ng Oplan Lambat Sibat, so it is a deliberate, programmatic, and sustained approach taken by the PNP para labanan yung criminality sa buong bansa, nationwide. Number 10. So, intel-driven operations. Pag sinabi mo intel-driven operation, yan, information coming in from all of available resources. So, intel-driven operation, yung information galing sa lahat ng available na sources. Ano-ano yun? Ano-ano yung mga all available sources na yun? Like ano? Facebook, social media, di ba? Daling mo tumingin ng tao dyan, di ba? Makita mo lang ganitong tao. Classmate mo nung elementary, high school. Di ba? Dali mo hanapin, search mo lang pangalan, di ba? Ano pa? Blogs, personal experience, book, journal, and magazine, articles, expert opinion, newspaper, and websites. So, yung mga yan, yung all available sources. Now, again, ang sabi dyan, ang intel-driven operation, yung information dito galing sa lahat ng available sources. Like what? Like social media, Facebook, no, blog, personal experience. Pag nakanood tayo, di ba, ng vlog, di ba? O, yung mga kainan, binablog, di ba? O, nalalaman natin ngayon. Ano yan? Oplan, Oplan Lambat, Oplan Sibat, o others. Number 10, the correct answer is, may lambat na tayo kanina, so alam nyo na yan. May mga sumagot ng others. The correct answer is Oplan Sibat, Charlie. Oplan Sibat. Okay, Intel-driven operations, ano yung information coming from all available sources like Facebook, no, social media, blog, personal experience, book, journal, magazine, Oplan Sibat. Yung kanina naman, situation-driven operation, ibig sabihin niyan, effort is directed toward achieving a particular result. Ano sagot doon? Oplan Lambat. Okay? Number 11. Okay, providing intervention based on the situation on the ground. Providing intervention base sa sitwasyon doon sa baba, no, sa field, sa ground. Sagot natin diyan, sir, ma'am. Again, no? So, providing intervention base sa sitwasyon doon sa ground. Okay, pag sinabi mong intervention, ano ba? Pamamagitan, no? Pamamagitan or pakikialam, ganyan. Pamamagitan, Tagalog ah. Okay, providing intervention, kumbaga namamagitan kami, no? Ang PNP base sa sitwasyon doon sa ground. O, anong sagot doon? Nakita ko na, puro letter A yung sagot niya. Okay. Okay, the correct answer is intervention based on situation, no? Intervention, pamamagitan or pangingailam base sa sitwasyon. Diba? Parang ganito, naka-duty ako sa labas, beat patroller ako. Diba? Pag nag-aawa yung dalawang mag-asawa, ba, hindi ka naman agad-agad nakikialam. Pero pag nakita ko na sinasaktan ng lalaki yung asawa niya, yung babae, sinasampal, di ba, binubugbog, sinusuntok na, pwede na ako makialam, di ba? Pero kung bunga nga lang naman, nagkatalo sila, no? Kaya pa, no? Pwede pang maximum tolerance, pwede pang di awatin. Pero kung sinasapak na ni lalaki si babae, di ba? Kung sinasampal na, yun na. So providing intervention base sa sitwasyon sa ground, no? Intervention based on situation. Yes, for Napolcom po. Opo. Okay. Then intervention, the action or process of intervening. Yung definition niya. Then letter C, effective police intervention. Ano yan? Effective police intervention. Ano definition nun? So the physical involvement of police officers in an accident, in an incident. Effective police intervention, ito raw yung physical involvement ng police officer natin sa isang insidente. Especially where officers use force to control public disorder such as riot. Then situation driven, letter D, ano to? Someone who is driven is so determined to achieve something or be successful that all of their behavior is directed toward this aim. No, situation driven yan, someone who is driven um, is so to determine to achieve something or be successful of their behavior. Okay, so again, no, the correct answer is intervention based on situation. Number 12, different police intervention or responses. Ang sagot natin dito, Salma. Different police intervention or responses. Ano? Oplan lambat, oplan sibat, one time, big time. Ano yan? So ano-ano yung ibang klaseng police intervention or responses? Sagot, sir ma'am. Okay, the correct answer is, check ko mga sagot nyo. Okay, very good. Delta. Delta. So, different police intervention or responses. Oplan lambat, oplan sibat, and one time, big time. No, all of the above. All of the above. Okay, yung oplan lambat, tsaka sibat, napaliwanag na, nasa taas, di ba? Again, oplan lambat, situation-driven operation, effort is directed towards saan? To achieve a particular result, no? Oplan lambat. Then, ang Oplan Sibat naman, intel-driven operation coming from all available sources. Okay, then, number 10, ito po, sige, number 10. Sige po, screenshot na po. Okay na. Then, number 12, ano-ano yung iba't ibang klaseng, thank you rin, no? Iba't ibang klaseng intervention response. Okay, lahat yan. Oplan lambat, oplan sibat, nasabi na sa taas, one time, big time. All of the above. Ang one time, big time, yan. All-out operations are simultaneously conducted against illegal drugs personality. So, ang sample ng one time, big time, sa isang police station, no? Kaya nga one time, big time eh. Huli mo lahat doon. Huli mo nagiinuman sa kalsada, huli mo yung mga, huli mo yung mga, basta yan, majority mga nagiinuman sa kalsada. No, kasi kung naglalakad lang naman yan, wala namang kasalanan yan eh. No? Ayan, isa pa, yung mga nagkakara cruise, sa kalsada, ito yun. One time, big time. Tapos, dadali mo yan sa headquarters. Siyempre, nagkakara cruise, pwede mo nang sampahan ng kaso yun, di ba? Illegal gambling na yun eh. Di ba? Kahit naman yung nagiinuman, pwede rin eh. Tapos, kasama doon, bukod sa sasampahan mo sila ng kaso, no? I-check mo yung mga pangalan nila kung may mga warrant of arrest sila, no? In regarding sa illegal drugs. O kaya baka mismo may dala silang habang umiinom, may nakaipit na sachet ng shabu or marijuana sa kanila, ganoon. So one time, big time. Okay? Yes po. Opo, Vincent, opo, sasend ko po. No problem. Okay, number 13, the following are part of focus crime except sa isa. Ano yung hindi kasama? Sagot tayo, sir, ma'am. Okay, yung may nagtanong classmate nyo, sabi niya, sir, anong ikakaso raw, no, kapag nagiinom sa, meron kasing iba, yung minsan may mga city or municipal ordinance, no, na bawal uminom sa kalsada, no, depende yan sa isang city kung magkano yung penalty, magkano yung multa, merong 3,000, merong 5,000, ganyan. No, sa Davao yan. Sa Davao, Quezon City bawal din, no? Sa Davao bawal yung uminom sa kalsada, ganyan. Okay, so the following are part of focus crime except sa isa. Check ko sagot nyo. Yan, 1K daw sabi ni ano. Parang wala pinagkaiba yan sa smoking in public eh, 'di ba? Depende sa city, no? Sa QC 1,000, sa Makati ata mas mahal. Okay. The correct answer is illegal drugs, no? Illegal drugs. Hindi yan kasama sa 8 focus crime. So ito na yung 8 focus crime. Actually, 7 lang dati yan. No, ang bago yan yung rape. Yan yung bago diyan. So murder, homicide, physical injury, robbery, theft, carnapping. No, sa carnapping dalawa eh. Motor napping tsaka motorcycle carnapping. Hindi ko alam ba't tiniwalay pa nila. Pwede naman pagsamahin, di ba? Pwede naman pagsamahin. Then kaya naging wala yan yung pinakabago diyan is yung rape. Parang nadagdag yung rape nitong ano lang eh. Parang nitong 2020 lang o 2021. Yes po, bawal bawal din po sa amin, opo, bawal din. Bawal nga sa ibang ano eh, sa inyo eh, di ba? So, in general naman ng batas eh. Yes po, bawal din po. So, kung may nakita kayong gano'n, reklamo mo, kunin mo pangalan. Okay, so dito, so the following are part of focus crime except sa isa. So, illegal drugs ang hindi kasama diyan. So, ang focus crime, ito yung araw-araw na binabantayan na kaso sa bawat police station. 8 focus crime. Okay? So, murder, homicide, Robbery, theft, carnapping of motor vehicle, carnapping of motorcycle vehicle, then yung bago na dagdag rape. Okay, number 14 refers to a systematic quantitative result about crime. The analytical process of interpreting the specific features of a crime and related crime scene. A. Crime analysis. B. Crime map. C. Crime trend. D. Crime clock. Sagot natin, sir, ma'am. Check ko mga sagot nyo. Okay, sagot tayo. So, refers to a systematic quantitative result about crime, the analytical process of interpreting the specific features of crime and related crime scene. So, kanina may sagot na rin yan, although ibang question, di ba? So, mali natin ang matanong itong question na to, kaya yung isa yung lumabas, di ba? Okay, very good. Majority naman, pure letter A. Okay, the correct answer is crime analysis. Crime analysis, alpha. So, ito yung systematic quantitative result about crime. Ito rin yung analytical process para ma-interpret yung specific features ng krimen and related crime scene, no? Crime analysis, crime analysis. Crime map, crime trend, crime clock. Na sabi naman, na-discuss na natin sa taas, kakatapos lang. Number 15. It is usually refers to figures compiled by a police and similar law enforcement agency. Anong tawag natin dyan? So it is usually refers to a figures na kino-compile ng police or iba pang law enforcement agency o like PDEA, ganyan, NBI. Tawag na, crime mapping, crime statistics, crime analysis, or none of the above. So it usually refers to figures compiled by police and other or similar law enforcement agency like NBI and PDEA. So check ko mga sagot nyo, sir, ma'am. Okay, the correct answer is, okay, tama si answer is number 15 is Bravo, no? Crime statistics. Crime statistics. So, it is usually refers to figures compiled by the police and similar law enforcement agency. Oh, sa police, ilan ang krimen na nangyari sa police station na hawak mo? Oh, ganyan. NBI, ilan ang huli nyo pagdating sa cybercrime? Ganyan. O, PDEA, ilan ang huli nyo pagdating sa drugs, no? Ano yung ano nyo? Ano yung crime statistics nyo dyan? Okay, another definition pa po ng ano, another definition ng crime stat, no, are numbers collected by the government or law enforcement agency, no, to show how crime is happening at a certain place and time. Oh, iba sa station, oh, ilan ang robbery nyo, ilan ang theft, ilan ang murder, ilan ang homicide, ilan ang motor napping, ilan ang car napping. Okay? Number 16. Oh, nakita ko na yung sagot eh. So, the number of inhabitants in a given area, town, or country. Oh, Station 10, ilan ang tao niyo, ilan ang tao niyo diyan? Oh, Station 5, Station 1. Oh, buong QC, ano yung pinaka maraming population sa buong Pilipinas? Quezon City, syempre. Quezon City, sunod Manila, pangatlo Caloocan. Mas malaki yung Caloocan sa Manila pero mas maraming tao Manila. Okay, the correct answer is population. Population. The number of inhabitants in a given area, town, or country. Ilan lang population ng Pilipinas? 113 million. 113 million. Pang ano tayo? Pang 13 tayo, no, sa pinakamaraming tao sa buong mundo. Okay, very good. So, ano yung definition ng crime? Okay, no, letter B. Crime is an intentional act or omission or violation of criminal law. India, number 1. China. China, alam ko, brother, China. China pa rin. Number 2 yata, ang India. So, yung letter B, crime, no, is an intentional or act or omission in violation of criminal law. Index crime. Index crime is a type of crime that is considered serious, no, and used to measure overall crime rate. Tingnan natin dito. So, meron pa yan dito mamaya sa baba. Malalaman natin yung index crime. Then, crime rate. So, the number of crimes that are committed during a period of time in a particular place. Crime rate. So, yung bilang daw ng krimen na nangyayari in a period of time in a particular place. Crime rate. Crime rate. Okay? Next, number 17. So, taken into custody and charged before the prosecutor court, prosecutor office or court. Ang tawag natin doon. Number 17. Taken into custody or charged before the prosecutor court. Na-inquest na. Charged before the prosecutor court. Halimbawa, nagnakaw ako, nahuli ako. Ito yung complainant. No? Oh. Nasa police station na ako, kinasuhan ako ng theft nung investigador. Tapos in-inquest na ako. Yan na. Taken to the custody and charge before the prosecutor office. Sabi ni prosecutor, ni fiscal, okay, may probable cause. Yung isinasampa sa yung reklamo or kaso, may posibleng dahilan. Index crime, crime volume, cleared case, solved case. Check ko mga sagot nyo, sir, ma'am. Okay, very good. The correct answer is Delta, solved cases or solved case. No, solved case. Siyempre, na-inquest na nga ako eh. Inquest pa lang, no? Solved case na yon. Oh, ano yung case solve? Ito definition ng PNP dyan. Oh, for the purpose of uniformity in crime reporting, the PNP is guided by existing insurance of the National Police Commission or NAPOLCOM, particularly Memorandum Circular 94-017. Ano sabi yan? Which provides, sabi ni John Lester Calonge, tapos na mag-imbestiga ang investigador. No? So, which provide the case shall be considered solved. Oh, ito ha. So, NAPOLCOM ang naglabas nito ng rules na to ha. At ang kukunin yung exam, NAPOLCOM exam din. Magbibigay sa inyo exam, taga NAPOLCOM. Oh, sabi ng NAPOLCOM, iko-considera or tatawagin na solved cases kapag ito yung mga nangyari, no? Oh, the offender has been identified O, the offender o yung suspect ay nakilala. Okay? Pangalawa, there is a sufficient evidence to charge him. May sapat na ebidensya para sampahan siya ng reklamo o ng kaso. Paano? Ano ba? Nakuha mismo sa possession niya yung cellphone, di ba? CCTV, nakita mismo siya. Siya yung nagnakaw, siya yung bumatay, siya yung bumaril. Ganyan. Number three, the offender has been taken into custody. Ayun yun, no? Ay, number four. The offender has been taken into custody and the offender has been charged before the prosecutor office of the court. Ito yun. Ito yung tanong dito. No, charged before the prosecutor office of the court. PC, ano yung, basta po bang may PC? Pasagot nga yung PC, hindi ko magas eh. Personal computer. Okay, the offender, ayun yun, number four. Okay. O, sample, di ba? Yung kay Probable cause, yun, sorry, yun. Ayun, hindi ko pa na. Opo. Kasi ng probable causer is so once na na-inquest po, na-inquest, hindi ka naman may inquest kasi kung walang probable cause. Kung walang posibleng dahilan, hindi ka may inquest, i-dismiss. Kasi pag nag-inquest yan, yung papel mong dala, no, may tatlong box yan, may tatlong box. Nakalagay diyan, ano, inquested. Yung isa, dismiss. Yung isa, for further investigation. No, so once na ano yan, ma-inquest siya, inquested siya, pasok na yon. Pasok na siya sa, no, pasok na siya sa, sabi ng maliwanag, oh, solve case. Okay? Kahit ma-dismiss yung kaso. Kasi inquest pa lang naman yun, maghi-hearing pa eh, magka-trial pa eh. Eh kung nag-trial, na-dismiss yung kaso. Pero considered ng solve case yun. Nakunin? Oh, medyo nagloloko nga yung internet eh. Okay, sample, no? In the Christine Dacera case, di ba? All four elements are present. Those the case is considered solved. Oh, di ba? Inukay pa yung bangkay niya, di ba? O, exhumation. At inano siya, DNA siya para malaman kung ano yung kinamatay niya. Tapos yung tunay niyang kinamatay, di ba? Hindi naman pala rape, di ba? Hindi naman pala siya rape, kundi uh, naputulan siya ng ugat sa ulo, no? Aneurysm. Okay, cleared case at crime volume, anong definition? At index crime. O, to tatlo. Check natin to, sir ma'am, kasama sa ano to, crime mapping natin to. Cleared case, ano yan? So, a case shall be considered cleared when at least one of the offenders has been identified. No, there is a sufficient evidence charge. Sample nito yung cleared case. O, maliwanag. Ano sabi? A cleared case. A case shall be considered cleared. Cleared na kapag at least isa sa mga offender, sa mga suspect ay nakilala. Halimbawa, tatlo yung suspect. Tatlo yung nagnakaw. Ang nakuha lang na pangalan ay isa. Yung dalawa, hindi nakuha yung pangalan. At large. So, ang tawag doon, yung isa, nakuha yung pangalan, nakasuhan, nasampahan ng reklamo, ng kaso na inquest. Tawag doon, cleared case. Okay? Yes po, isisend ko po. Isisend ko po. Number two, crime volume. Ano yan, crime volume? It is defined as the number of crime incident committed in a given area. Crime volume. Ito raw yung no, bilang ng krimen na nangyayari sa isang area. No, sa isang given area. Sa AOR mo, ilang krimen nangyari? Tawag doon, crime volume. Index crime and non-index crime. So, ang index crime, So, our crime, considered serious in nature. Okay, index crime, ito yung krimen na serious in nature, like murder, homicide, physical injury, rape, robbery, theft, and carnapping. So, ito yung kaninang mga, ito rin yung 8 focus crime ng PNP. No, so itong index crime. Then, ano yung non-index crime? Okay, non-index crime, on the other hand, violation of special laws. No, violation of special laws. Ano ba yung mga special laws natin? Ano yung apat? Republic Act, Presidential Decree, Batas Pambansa, tsaka Executive Order. So, ayan yung special laws natin. Although, doon sa 8 focus crime, kasi nga nadagdag bago, wala dati yun eh. Wala dati yung rape na yan eh. No? So, yung rape natin, di ba, considered special laws yan, di ba? Republic Act 8353. No? Republic Act 8353. Okay, wala kasi dati ang sa 8 focus crime, no? Wala dati tong ano. No, dati wala yung rape diyan eh, no? Tsaka ito pa pala yung carnapping, no? Carnapping the 19 the new anti-carnapping law, no? Of 2016. So dalawa pala diyan yung special laws, no? Carnapping tsaka rape. Then the rest, puro puro sa RPC na, no? Murder, homicide, physical injury, robbery, theft. Puro sa RPC mo na mga tatagpuan yan. Okay, again, no? Index crime, so considered serious in nature, serious crime. Non-index crime, violation of special laws. Okay? So, check natin to, class, cleared case, crime volume, no? Index crime, tsaka non-index crime. Check natin yung apat po na yan, ha? So, baka may isa o dalawa, baka matanong lumabas sa board exam nyo. Sayang. Okay, next. Number 18. So the number of crime incidents committed in a given area over a period of time, which include no the non-index, the index and non-index crime. Anong tawag natin diyan, sir, ma'am? So the number of crime incident committed in a given area over a period of time, no, nakasama yung index sa non-index crime. Again, non-index crime considered serious in nature. Non-index violation of special laws. Ang tawag natin dyan, number 18. Okay, check ko yung sagot nyo. Okay, very good. Crime volume. Crime volume. So, the number of crime incident committed in a given area over a period of time, which include index and non-index crime volume. Okay, number 19. The number of crime incidents in a given period of time for every 100 inhabitants of an area. So, yung bilang ng krimen in a given period of time sa kada 100,000 na nakatira sa isang lugar. Anong tawag natin yun, sir, ma'am? Population, crime, index crime, crime rate. The correct answer is, okay, very good. Lahat nakasagot, crime rate. Crime rate. Crime rate. So, the number of crime incident in a given period of time for every 100,000 inhabitants. Crime rate. Number 20. Crime, no? Which are serious in nature. Crime which are serious in nature in which occur with sufficient frequency and regularity such that they can serve index to the crime situation. The policy considers only the crime of murder, homicide, physical injuries, carnapping, cattle rustling, robbery, theft, and rape as index crime. So crime which are serious in nature in which occur with sufficient frequency and regularity. So anong krimen daw to? No, serious in nature with sufficient frequency and regularity. So, nakita ko, no, maraming nakasagot ng tama. The correct answer is number 20 is okay, index crime. Index crime. Sarli daw, sabi ni ano. Okay, so again, no, crime which are serious in nature, na may, with sufficient frequency and regularity, index crime. Okay? Number 21. Kaka-discuss ko lang kanina nito. So at least one of the offender na identified at kasampa ng reklamo ng kaso. Tawag natin, index crime ba? Crime volume, cleared case, or solved case? Okay, very good. So at least tatlo, no? Tatlo yung bugbog sa'yo. Isa lang yung nakilala mo, yung dalawa, hindi rin niya kilala. Doon lang niya nakilala sa ano, sa inuman, no? Hindi niya alam yung pangalan. Yon, cleared case, cleared case. Number 22. The percentage of solved cases out of the total number of incidents handled. Anong tawag natin dyan, sir, ma'am? By the PNP in the given period. Sagot natin, sir, ma'am. Sa paliwanag ko. The percentage of solved cases out of the total number of crime incidents. Sample yan pag sa loob ng isang buwan. O, ang nasolve lang ay 5. Yung 5 hanggang ngayon, hindi mo pa kilala yung mga suspect. Ano tawag natin dyan? Kaya nga, humihina yung internet eh. Ngayon lang to eh. Hindi naman ganito to dito sa internet ko. Ngayon lang. No? Crime Solution Efficiency. Alpha. Ayun ang tawag doon. Crime Solution Efficiency. Again, sample, no? Investigador ako. O, yung kaso na pumasok sa akin, yung reklamo sa loob ng isang taon. Sa loob ng isang buwan. 10. 10 ang biktima, 10 ang nanakawan, ganyan, ganyan, no? Tapos ang nakilala ko lang na suspect, 5. Ito yon, no? The percentage of solved cases of the total number of crime incident handled. Ilang krimen lang nahawakan mo sa loob ng isang buwan? 10. Ilan lang ang nasolve na kaso? 5. Oh, may kulang pa akong 5. Para may tanong si Reola, no? Yung focus crime, yung di po ba tawag sa index crime? Okay, yes po. Yes po. No? Ito, index crime, no? Are considered serious in nature. Okay? So, murder, homicide, physical injury, robbery, theft. So, ang tanong niya, sir, yung index, sir, yung focus crime, yun din po ba tawag sa index crime? Same, no? Same. Okay. May duration, wala naman. Hindi, kasi ang isang kaso, pag sa loob ng 6 months na wala ka nakuwang suspect dyan, tinatawag na, yan, na tinatawag na cold case yan. Bawa, may akong kaso na robbery o theft, no? O kaya murder, no? Na umabot ng 6 na buwan na. Hindi ko makilala kung sinong suspect, sinong pumatay sa kanya. Walang CCTV doon, ganun. So, tatawagin niya na cold case. Tawagin na cold case yan. Walang duration, kaso binubold out yung investigador. No, ang hirap naman talaga, 'di ba? Walang witness na nakita, walang CCTV, CCTV kaso sira. Paano tayo makakuha ng information, 'di ba? Paano ako makakuha ng information? Walang tao na nakita kung paano pinatay. Yung CCTV meron kaso sira, 'di ba? Hindi naman tayo pwede mag-imbento ng pangalan kung sinong kakasuhan natin, 'di ba? Kawawa naman 'yun. Okay. Number Okay, so dito no. So the percentage of solved cases out of the total number of the crime handled. Crime solution efficiency. Another definition ng crime solution efficiency is a measure of solution of crimes and is calculated as the percentage of solved cases of the total number of crime incident handled by a law enforcement agency in a given period of time. Number 23, the percentage of cleared cases out of the total number of crime incident handled by the PNP in a given period of time. Anong tawag natin dyan, sir, ma'am? The percentage, no? Parang, so the percentage of cleared cases out of the total number. Ang cleared, tatlo suspect, isa lang nakilala mo. Isa lang ang nakasuhan mo, yung dalawa, hindi mo nasampahan ng reklamo or kaso kasi hindi mo alam yung pangalan eh. Ang nilalagay doon, John Doe. Bawa, Juan de la Cruz and John Doe. Two John Doe. Ganyan. Ayan yung cleared cases. Out of the total number handled. O ganun, halimbawa sa loob ng isang buwan, halos same lang sila dito ni ano eh. Dito, solved cases. Lahat sa 22, lahat dyan ng suspect, solved cases eh, no? Lahat nasampahan mo ng kaso lahat, no? Dito naman, bawa may isang hawak ka na kaso, tatlo suspect, isa lang nakilala mo, yun yung cleared. Yun yung cleared cases. Nang hold up, halimbawa ng bangko, 5, nakilala mo lang dalawa, yung tatlo, hindi mo nakilala. Yun, cleared cases yun. Ang solved cases, kung lahat sila nahuli mo. Okay, very good. The correct answer dito, okay? Okay, Charlie, crime clearance efficiency. Number 23, crime clearance efficiency. Wait lang ha. Okay, next, number 24. Number 24, the arrest of one offender can solve several crimes. Sagot natin yan, sir, ma'am. Kakasabi ko lang kanina. The arrest of one offender can solve several crimes. Index crime, crime volume, cleared case, solved case. Okay, the arrest of one offender can solve several crimes. So, ganun ulit. Mga tatlong suspect, no? Tatlo yung nagnakaw pero isa lang ang nakilala. Okay, tama yun. Cleared case yun. Cleared case. Charlie. The arrest of one offender can solve several crimes. Number 25. Has been charged. Has been charged before the prosecutor office or any other court. Ang tawag ng index crime ba yan? Crime volume or cleared case? Kaya has been charged over the prosecutor office o na-inquest ka na. Anong tawag doon kanina? So malabo sa crime volume to. Check natin yung index crime. Wait lang ah. Okay, balikan ko to number 25 ah. Medyo magulo lang. Number 26 muna tayo. So when victim refuse to prosecute of after the offender identified dies or abscond or plea. Sample nito number 26. So when victim or yung complainant refuse, at sample na halimbawa si ma'am no na nahablutan ng cellphone. Tapos yung cellphone naman niya na-recover sa kanya. Na-recover doon sa suspect, nabalik na sa kanya. May mga ganyang pangyayari. Ayaw na niya ngayon magsampa ng ano, no? Ayaw niya na magsampa ngayon ng reklamo or ng kaso. No, katwiran niya, nabalik naman na yung cellphone niya, nabalik niya yung alas, nabalik niya yung pera. So when the victim refused to prosecute, ayaw niya nang sampahan ng reklamo or ng kaso yung ano, yung suspect, no? Kahit na na-identify, minsan nga nasa stasyon eh. Ayaw niya na, hindi mo na pwedeng pilitin eh. No, nandun na yung suspect. Hindi na sir, okay na to, maabala pa ako dyan sir, atid pa ako ng hearing eh. Nabawi naman yung cellphone ko. Ano yun, solved case, cleared case, index crime, or crime volume. Sagot natin number 26 plus. Okay, number 26, cleared case, no? Cleared case. Bravo. Wait lang, check ko po. Lang. Okay, balikan ko yung 24, 25. Balik natin. Ito, malapit na. Last 5 na lang, no? Okay, number 26 muna tayo. 25 pala, tsaka 26, sorry. 27. So, define as violation of special laws. Sasabi na kayo na to, no? Special laws which invoke reckless imprudence, resulting to damage to property, violations against women, BAUC, no? Illegal possession of firearm and drugs related, no? And drugs, illegal logging, lascivious direct assault. So, anong tawag natin doon? Index crime or non-index crime? So, number 27 is, okay, non-index crime. Non-index crime. Again, no? So, ano yung mga violation ng special laws, no? Okay, violation of special laws. Defined as violation of special laws which invoke reckless imprudence resulting to pag special laws, di ba? Yung BAUC, no? RA 9262, special laws yan. Then, illegal possession of firearm, RA 10591, no? Special laws yan. Then, illegal logging, no? RA 9165. So, okay. The correct answer is non-index crime. So, yung apat yung special laws, hindi lang po yung Republic Act. No, Republic Act, Presidential Decree, Batas Pambansa, tsaka Executive Order. Okay, number 28. Okay, lahat ng special laws non-index crime. No, balikan ko yung dalawa. Class, sir, ma'am. Number 28, CIRAS stands for. Oh, baka matanong to, part ng ano to, ng crime mapping to. CIRAS stands for what? Crime ano? Oh, CIRAS stands for, check ko mga sagot nyo. Okay, Crime Information Reporting and Analysis System. Okay, thank you, Miss Claire. Okay, the correct answer is Charlie. CIRAS stands for Crime Information and Analysis System. Okay? Pabalik ako yung dalawa. Sir, ma'am, papabreak ako 15 minutes or 10 minutes pagkatapos ito. Hanggang 11 lang tayo, tapos na tayo. Number 29. A computer-based tools used to store, visualize, analyze, and interpret geographic data. Anong tawag natin to, sir, ma'am? Baka matanong din to pag nag-exam kayo, sa crime mapping. Anong tawag natin dyan? It is geographic ano? Geographic. Oh, batak daw, sabi ni Spinoza. Geographic Information System or GIS. Letter B. Okay, a computer-based tool na ginagamit para mag-store, mag-visualize, mag-analyze at mag-interpret ng geographic data. So ito ay Geographic Information System or GIS. Okay? Last two. Again, no, computer-based tools. para makapag-store, mag-visualize, mag-analyze, mag-interpret ng geographic data. So it is GIS. Okay? Geographic Information System. Number 30. So last, number 30. So research into computer-based crime mapping started, and saan ba nag-start yung crime mapping? No, anong year? Anong year nag-start yung crime mapping? Then sang police department? A project in what police department? So anong taon at saang police department? Gagaling ah. Okay, very good, no? So Charlie. Okay, ang crime mapping nag-start noong 1986, no, sa Chicago Police Department. Chicago Police Department. Okay, the correct answer is Charlie. So crime mapping started 1986, a project of Chicago Police Department. Okay, so balikan ko yung 25 tsaka 26. Okay, so 10 minutes break lang, sir, ma'am. So 148 tayo, sana wala nang babawas ha. So pagbalik ko, sana dyan pa rin kayo. So 10 minutes break lang, kung may break lang tayo, pahinga lang konti. Okay, thank you, thank you. Thank you, sana kompleto pa rin ha. Thank you. Okay, thank you po. Okay, so balikan ko yung atraso ko sa inyo. Okay, thank you po. So 1 to 12 na lang naman tayo no? Crime mapping na lang tayo, yung root na lang, no? Tapos na tayo. Okay, again. Wala, hindi ko pinanood eh. Chinek ko lang. Okay. Sabi dito, number 24, no? 2025. So, ang tanong, the arrest of one offender can solve several crimes. No, yung naresto mo yung isang offender, no, isang suspect ay makaka-solve, no, makaka-resolve ng iba pang mga kaso. Okay. Eh paano yung ibang kasama niya? 'Di ba? Kung mag-isa lang siya, solve case yun. Eh kung may kasama siya, tapos ang nahuli, dalawa kami. Ako lang nahuli, yung kasama ko hindi nahuli. Third case yun. Kung ako lang mag-isa nagnakaw, nahuli ako, solve case yun. Eh dalawa kami. 'Di ba? Iba-iba pa yung mga ninakawan. Tsaka tingnan natin dito. Okay, definition ng index crime. Sabi ng index crime, letter A, no? Ang sabi ng index crime, so are crime considered serious in nature. So ang definition, unang-una, ang tanong doon sa number 24, yung pagka-arresto raw ng ibang suspect o ibang offender ay maaaring makasolve sa iba pang mga krimen. Okay, so ang definition ng index, mali na agad yung index crime, no? Ang definition ng index crime, ito yung mga krimen, mga crime na serious in nature, like murder, homicide, physical injury, robbery, theft, yon, ganon. Then, ang crime volume, ito definition ng crime volume. The number of crime incident committed in a given area over a period of time. Then, solved cases, ito ang definition ng solved cases, 4. The offender, suspect has been identified, so wala doon. Number 2, there's sufficient evidence to charge him, wala din doon. The offender is taken to custody. The offender has been charged before the prosecutor office on court. Sabi doon, the arrest no? So, ang sagot dito, cleared case to. Number 24, cleared case yan. Yung ano ko kasi, nalito rin yung ano ko eh. No, yung pattern ko dito eh. Then, ang number 25, parang nakita ko nga doon, may sumagot kanina, letter D, none of the above. No? So, ang tanong naman sa number 25, has been charged before the prosecutor office for any other court. So, maliwanag po, ayan, no? So, maliwanag, has been charged. So, nandoon yun, no? Sa number 4. No? Solve case. Yan, no? Solve case. So, yan, no? Number 4 siya, oh. The offender has been charged before the prosecutor office. No? Kaso, dito sa choices, wala yung solve. Kaya nilagay ko yung solve case, eh. No? Sorry. Okay. Sa choices, wala yung solve case. Index crime nandoon, crime volume, cleared case, tsaka none of the above. Nakita ko kanina parang yung babae may sumagot none of the above. So thank you ma'am. No? Okay. Yun, tama. None of the above. Okay. Tama yun kasi wala yung solved cases. So ang sagot dito, none of the above. Pero ang pinaka-correct answer talaga dito, solved cases. Kaso sa choices, wala sa solved cases. Okay po. Okay, number 26. When the victim refuse to prosecute after the offender identified, dies, or abscond or plea tumakas. Okay, number 26. Okay, number 26, cleared case. Kasi hindi siya totally nakulong eh. No, hindi siya nakasuhan, hindi siya na inquest, 'di ba? Sabi doon, pag sa inquest, solved case, 'di ba? Yan oh, the offender has been charged before the prosecutor office. Eh, dito hindi naman siya okay, thank you. Hindi siya sa 26 hindi siya na inquest, hindi siya kasi nga yung biktima, no, hindi na siya nagsampa ng kaso sa kaso o ng reklamo doon sa suspect. Naulan, o pag namatay, di mo na pwedeng sampahan ng kaso, yung patay na, di ba? Or to nakatakas, nakatakbo pero nakilala siya, no? Nakilala siya pero nakatakbo siya. Hindi na hahanapin pa, habulin pa eh. Okay, so okay tayo. Okay, thank you, thank you. So okay tayo ha. Cleared case. Number 25, wala yung solved case sa pagpipilian. So none of the above. Pero ang sagot talaga solved case. Then 26, cleared case. Okay, thank you. Okay, dito na tayo sa ano po. Yan na. So map reading, no? Map reading. So ito kasama sa Napolcom nito. O baka mamaya lima yung lumabas dito, no? Limang tanong lumabas. Okay. Ano? Then spatial mapping, no? Ano ba ibig sabihin ng spatial mapping? So spatial yung basa rito, hindi spatial, no? Spatial mapping na tinatawag din na 3D reconstruction. Okay, so ano po ba 'yan? It is the ability to create a 3D map of the environment. It allows a device to understand and interact with the real world. Spatial mapping is useful for collision avoidance, motion planning, and realistic blending of a real and virtual worlds. Okay, another, again, no? Spatial mapping, tinatawag din daw na 3D reconstruction. So, ito yung ability na makapag-create tayo ng 3D map ng environment at yung para maintindihan natin, no? Kung paano makipag-interact sa real world. Spatial mapping is useful, mahalaga siya no sa uh, collision avoidance, no, motion planning and realistic blending of the real and virtual world. So ito yung sample ng spatial mapping. Okay? So ito halimbawa, yung mapa, yung special map ng buong station. Halimbawa yan, no? Okay. Okay, question. So ito na tayo, Sir Ma'am, ha? So 11 ano lang po ito, 11 questions lang. Tapos na. Question number 1. Okay, sanitation worker Mario and Pedro are completing a routine pick up of at the Livingstone Avenue Mall. Thank you, Miss Claire. Okay, sanitation worker Mario and Pedro are completing to a routine pick up no at the Livingstone Avenue Mall at the southeast corner of the building. Dispatch notifies them of a special pickup at the residence located at the northwest corner of Canyon Drive and Linda Lane. So ano daw yung pinaka mabilis na route para kay Mario at Pedro na iti-take nila? Okay, so sample. Si Mario daw at si Pedro nandoon daw sila sa Litan ko lang konti, Sir Ma'am, ha. Nandun daw sila sa Living Stone Avenue Mall, no? So, hanapin natin. Ito, Livingstone Avenue Mall sa kaliwa, no? Then, papunta at the southeast corner of the building, no? Then they dispatch dispatch sila para kunin, no? Dispatch notifies them to special pick up at the residence para may kunin dun sa residence located at northwest corner of Canyon Drive. Northwest corner of Canyon Drive. So, hanapin natin yung Canyon Drive. Double check ko na eh. Ito yung Canyon Drive. No? Okay. So, ang tanong dyan, so ano daw yung pinakamabilis na ruta o daan na lalakaran nila, iti-take nila, no, para makapunta agad sila dito sa Canyon Drive. Okay. Then, so turn north to Amoy Road, then east on Linda Lane, then north on Canyon Drive. Letter B, turn east to McMahon Street, then north on El Camino, then west on Linda Lane. Okay, then letter C, turn north to Amhoy Road, then east of Barcelona Boulevard, then south to the Canyon Drive. So turn north to Amhoy Road, tingnan natin yan. So dito sila, no? Sa Livingstone sila, no? Turn north to Amhoy Road, then pag nasa Amhoy Road na, uh, then east on Barcelona Boulevard. So natin yung Barcelona Boulevard. Ayun, dito, no? Barcelona Boulevard. Then pagdating sa Barcelona Boulevard, take south, no? South papuntang Canyon Drive. Okay na. 10 Barcelona Boulevard, ito na, south, no? To Canyon Boulevard. So, correct answer natin dito, sir, ma'am. Okay, very good. No, letter C, letter C, no? Then ito yung paliwanag, no? Meron yang definition sa baba. Okay, the simplest way around the one-way street and town hall is to choose, no, letter C, to choose C because Linda Lane is one way and wrong way, and some backtracking is inevitable. Okay, so ang tagot natin dito, sir, ma'am, is letter C. Okay, so yun yung pinaka quickest route for Mario and Pedro to take. Okay, so bibigay ko naman sa inyo tong ano to, reviewer na to. Number 2. Question number 2. Sanitation workers Martini and Pedrini are southbound of Canyon Drive. So, hanapin natin yung Canyon Drive. Ito, no? Canyon Drive. Ito. Okay, thank you. Thank you po. Thank you. Thank you, Sakdalan. Okay, dito, no? Nasa Canyon Drive daw sila. Si Martini tsaka si Pedrini. And just cross to Edward Street. Then they receive a call at the city collection truck has broken down, leaving one pickup to be made near a bus station located in Livingstone Avenue and Bortz Road, no? They ask to make the unscheduled pickup. So what is the quickest route for sanitation worker Martini and Pedrini to take, no, to take on the bus? Okay, so papunta ngayon sila sa Livingstone Avenue and Bortz Road, no? So ito yung Bortz Road, no? Ito yung Livingstone Avenue. So nandito sila sa may Canyon Road. Okay, ang sagot dito, so continue, tinao nga. Okay, walang nakasagot. Letter B po yung sagot dyan, no? Choice B is the most direct because it requires the fewest turn. Okay, letter B po yung sagot natin dito, sir, ma'am. No? So, letter B because ito raw yung nagre-require ng pinaka-konting turn, no? Fewest turn. So, nandun sila sa may Canyon Drive, no? Ito. Papunta sila sa Livingstone Avenue and Boards Road. So, ang gagawin nila, continue south to Canyon Drive, then west of Lake Drive. So, Canyon Drive, papuntang west on Lake Drive. Then, pagdating nila doon, north side on Livingstone Avenue to Boards. So, ito yung Boards, no? Ito rin yung Livingstone. So, nandito sila. Kaya yan. Kaya naman yan, no? Ang unang exam ko kasi ng Napolcom ng entrance, ano 2009. Wala pa tong crime mapping eh. No, parang mga 2000, bago yata mag-pandemic dinagdag to no? Tapos pag naging pulis ka naman, di mo naman magagamit to. May nakita ba kayo nagpapatrol na naglalakad pa? Nakamotor na yata, naka-NMAX, di ba? Tsaka naka-mobile. Kaso for the purpose of board exam, kailangan nating aralin. Ay, ng Napolcom exam, kailangan nating aralin. Okay, so yun nga po, no? Letter B. The next, number 3. Okay, sanitation ship supervisor Richie is driving west on Borts Road. Napin natin Borts Road. Ito yung Borts Road, no? Okay, again, sanitation ship supervisor Richie is driving west of Borts Road. So dito, west no? Dito. Then she makes right turn onto James Avenue. So pagdating sa dito, pagdating sa James Avenue, nag-right turn daw siya, no? So right lang talaga yan kasi walang left no? Dead end eh. Nung time ko, wala pa tong crime mapping. Pero itong latest na marami ako nakakausap, kasama to. Actually, yun nga, yung sinabi kong 5, alam nga rin nung isa nagsabi ngayon eh. No, ganyan. Mga 5 ang question nito pag nag-exam kayo na Napolcom. Ito kasi yung toka ko kay nabinigay ni Sir crime mapping, no? Tapos marami pang iba, 'di ba? Mayroon pang 1987 Philippine Constitution, ganyan. So ito yung part ko, no? Like parawang tour guide sabi ni Magsakay, no? Okay again. So board side, then pagdating niya raw sa James Avenue, kumanan siya. Talagang kakanan ka kasi pag kumaliwa ka dead end eh, 'di ba? So ayan no, right side, right onto James Avenue. Tapos pagdating sa Linda Lane, kumaliwa siya. Ito no, kumaliwa siya rito. Ito na. Then pagdating sa Livingstone Avenue, yung kanto, then right on the Livingstone, no? Kumanan siya rito. And then right on Barcelona. Ito na, dito na siya ngayon. What direction is she facing? Saan siya ngayon daw nakaharap? What direction? Sagot natin dito ay northeast, southwest. So, nasaan na siya? Dito nakaharap ano yun dito? Ano yun? Okay, the correct answer is alpha, east. Okay, very good. Okay, nakuha naman lahat. Ay, medyo madali itong number 3, no? Ayan, no? So, the final right turn into Barcelona Boulevard, turn her east. Actually, may binura ako na isa rito kasi yung definition niya, yung street wala. No, 12 lahat to eh. Ngayon 11 na lang, may tinanggal akong isa. Yung street kasi sinasabi niya, wala naman dito. No, ngayon, baka hanapin niyo sa akin. May hirapan pa ako ipaliwanag. So, dinilit ko na lang siya. Doon sa question, may binabanggit siyang street, pero yung street wala naman dito. Pinagana pa ako. Then number 4. Question number 4. There has been heavy flooding in the city. So, matindi raw yung baha doon sa city. As a result, an, emer an emergency basis, some collection routes are being canceled and reassigned. So, may nangyaring matinding pagbaha sa city. So, ang naging resulta noon, yung pagkolekta ng basura, no, ay kinanceled. Yung iba, ni-reassign. Sanitation worker Kelly and Jenny are driving to the courthouse northbound of Upton Street. Parang ito yung nga yata, no? Upton yan, no? Alam mo, ito yata yun. Ito pa, dalawa yun eh. Yung isa di ko nabura eh. Hindi ko nalagyan ng sign eh. So, tinan mo dito yung Upton Street. Tapos wala naman. Wala naman Upton Street dito eh. So, ganun din yung isa, yung binura ko. Bonus, no? So, ito, hindi ko nabura. Hindi ko nalagyan ng sign eh. Yung isa, nalagyan ko kulay red eh. So, binasa ko rin to kahapon bago discuss sa inyo. So they receive a call. So they receive a call for the regular route is being canceled and instead they begin pick up to Rose Park to the Grove Street. Tingnan natin kung may Rose Park. Wala rin yata. Oh. So walang Rose Park at wala ring Grove Street. So dalawa sila, no? Dalawa silang yung street wala sa mapa. Hindi ko nabura isa. Sorry. Laktawan na natin to. Sorry. So sagot daw doon letter B eh. Hindi nga natin alam yung mga street wala sa mapa. So yun lang naman yung dalawa. The rest okay na. Number 5. Jacob has just finished the at the sports center. No, napit natin sports center. Ito, dito. Nakikita nyo, sir, ma'am? Nakikita? Okay, thank you. Okay, so sabi doon si Jacob, no? Has just finished. Okay, thank you magsakay. Has just finished at the sports center. Ito na 'yung sports center. Tapos he walk out, he walks out to the sport gym from Point G to Hamed Street. Okay. From sports center, naglakad daw si Jacob papunta sa he walks out, no? Lumabas na siya ng sports center from Point G to Hamed Street. Excuse me. So, hanapin natin yung Hamed Street. Ito, Hamed Street. Ito po. Okay, so lumabas na siya ngayon ng sports center. Tapos, naglakad na siya papunta sa Hamed Street. Pagdating dyan, so he walk east. Ito, makita mo naman yung east. Merong ano eh, no? Merong senyas. So, papunta sa, ano ba yung east sa Tagalog? Silangan, no? Silangan. Yung north, Hilaga eh, no? Timog yung south, Kanluran yung west, Silangan yung east. So, punta siya rito ngayon sa east. Then, pagdating sa east, he turned to the second left and walked to the north. So, he turned to the second left, walked to the north. Ano na, water street na yun. Okay, so, water street, oh, then hanggang doon sa dulo. Okay, anong street na lang ngayon nandoon si Jacob? Okay, he takes left he turns left and sharp right, no? Hanggang doon sa dulo, sharp right. So, saan na siya ngayon, no? Saan na siya ngayong kalsada? Sino ang sagot nyo? Number 5, Dame Avenue. Hindi po. Okay, very good. Okay. Okay, wala. Ang the correct answer is letter C po. Ando na po siya sa may, no, Gardens, no, the Gardens. Nandito na po. Dito po siya. So, the correct answer is the Gardens. Okay? Number 6. Look at the street plan carefully and answer the question. Number 6, Melissa. Melissa is standing at the crossing between Waper Street and Walkway. So, nakatayo daw si Melissa sa may crossing sa pagitan ng Waper Street at Walkway. Hanapin natin. So, Waper Street and Walkway. Ito yung Walkway, ito yung Waper Street. No? So, nakatayo daw siya sa pagitan niya, no? Standing at the crossing. Crossing between Waper at Walkway. Tapos, she's looking at the village hall. Ito yung village hall. Plus, by letter F. What direction is Melissa is facing? Southeast, northeast, northwest, or southwest? Check ko nga sagot nyo. Galing ni Dato. Oh. Okay, sige, noted. Noted, Arnel. Noted. Okay po. Sige po, no problem. Huwag kayong kabahan dyan sa Napolcom na yan. 70 lang passing dito. Kayang-kaya nyo to. Hindi nyo ba alam itong pinaka-technique dyan? Ha? Ito ang pinakamadali sa lahat na exam. Kaysa sa criminology tsaka sa board. Saka sa civil service. Lumabas ka po civil service, di ba? 80 passing dun. Sa board, 75. Ito, 70. Take 1 lang ako dito. Mababa lang score natin, pero take 1 tayo. Itong pinaka dyan. Na Fullcom, 200 yata. 200 items. Teka, check ko. Basta 4 hours din siya eh. So, 8 to, di wala pa yata. 3 hours na lang yata ngayon. Check ko po. Basta itong itong ang ito, yun, tama si Sakdala. Yan, 150, 3 hours. Okay, 70 ang score mo dyan eh. Teka lang. Yun lang, dapat ang mali mo, alam ko, kailangan sa out of 150, maka 70 ka eh. Okay na yun. No? 150, 150. Okay, sorry. Kaya nyo yan. Napulgom lang yan. Okay, the correct answer dito is letter D, southwest. Ang tanong, saan daw siya ngayon nakaharap? So, nandoon siya ngayon sa nandoon siya sa Wafer Street tsaka sa Walkway. Wafer Street tsaka Walkway. Pag nakaharap siya sa Village Hall, saan siya nakaharap? Ngayon, anong niya? Southwest. Okay, then number 7. Number 7, Jay is leaving his house, no? His front door is at the south of his house. So si Jay daw, paalis na siya ng bahay niya. Yung harapan pintuan daw ay nasa south, no? Ng kanyang bahay. He leaves his house and turn west on Hope Street. Tapos natin yung Hope Street. Ito, Hope Street, no? Ito yung bahay niya, Jay's house, no? Then, lumabas na siya ng bahay niya. Then, naglakad na siya papuntang Hope Street. Tapos, he walked 2 blocks and turned north. Naglakad siya ng 2 block, 1, 2, and he turned north. Yan. Pagdating sa north, no, he continues until the end of the road, sa dulong-dulo. Oh, ngayon, where is he closest to? Nasaan na siya ngayon? No, nadudumba siya sa Cheddar Pond Golf Club or sa pub. Umabot siya saan? O, from dito, pagkaliko niya, sa dulong-dulo. O, ano yun? Okay? Number 8. Last 4. Question number 8. You have been called to a fire at the western side of the shopping mall. So, what is the shortest route